Last time, we were surprised that the Valkyria called your name, Captain. We wanted to know what in the world was going on, but we did our best to resolve it internally. In other words, we decided not to ask. We're here to take down the Valkyria. We don't need further information.
Uh-huh.
But right after we decided that, this happens. We're having a hard time turning a blind eye to what happened today. Who is this Maria? You knew who you were talking to, didn't you? You knew, and that's why you pleaded with it and said other things that made no sense.
This is utterly untenable. We let the Valkyria vamoose, Hans has gone to meet his maker, and our captain is catatonic. Answer us, Hamlet. Who is Maria?
What does it matter?
We are asking the questions here. Tell us, what is that Valkyria to you? And don't think you can play the ignorant fool after everything that's happened.
We're just confused, Captain. Sometimes we don't know what you're thinking. But we're soldiers, so we put aside our doubts and concerns. Did our jobs. Still, we need to know why. Why'd you let the Valkyria go? You had it. Please tell us there's a good reason.
I hate to say it, but that wasn't like you, Captain. Had you handled things differently, maybe the main force, Hans...
Hamlet may as well have murdered them himself.
You should not say such...
I can't keep serving this bastard's every bloodthirsty whim.
Isaac! I, for one, will continue to fight under Hamlet's command.
Doesn't all this secret-keeping and strange behavior bother you a little, Princess?
What matters is that we defeat the Valkyria.
That's not what I asked.
For our fallen soldiers, for Godot, I will not hesitate to secure Jutland's future. That is my mission, and I cannot abandon it now. The war for liberation rages on. Velgiev was a step forward, yet we were unable to break through. All we can do now is formulate a new strategy and try again.
Aren't you just putting the problem off to the side?
I wish only to focus on the most pressing issue at present, Jorder.
Why didn't you tell them about Maria?
Because I made a promise.
Even if keeping it causes the squad to fall apart?
I've kept my word thus far. Hamlet must choose to tell the truth for himself. We cannot escape this war. We can only win it and move on. The anti-Valkyria squad is nothing without its captain. Jutland is likewise hopeless without Vannergand. If vengeance drives him to fight, then only revenge can save our kingdom. That is what I believe in my heart of hearts. However, it is also why supporting Hamlet is my only choice.
Good. You have returned safely. This pleases us.
I was but one step away from destroying them. I regret being unable to dispose of them properly.
No matter. They doubtless shall appear again.
Yes, sire. When that time comes, I will use myself as bait to draw them out and eliminate them without fail. Understand, Maxime? I will manage them.
As you please.
And why, pray tell, did you not eliminate them?
Because I do not have the right to do so.
The right?
Yes, sire. I will take my leave now. Your Majesty.
Vexed again, it seems. Victor has already given word of the man who seeks revenge. Amlet Gronkair. No? We hear he bears a grudge against us and the Grand Generals for our past actions. It appears he even started this war to fulfill his vendetta. But so long as he is powerless to act before the Valkyria, he stands no chance of taking our life. After all this time, uncertainty became his true opponent.
I sensed the same in the previous battles. I could not see any determination in him. His swordsmanship was from a man filled with unease and uncertainty.
Oh, so that is the reason you could not kill him. Have you the will to do unto others before they do unto you, right or wrong, good or evil? Such heavy thoughts caused you to hesitate, no? Your silence makes for eloquent proof. Whatever your misgivings, they matter not to us. We have said this before. You were chosen. You are the one. Follow our lead. Obey our command. Our destiny demands that we use your sword to its fullest, for together we shall conquer all Europa, nay, the world.
I am not worthy of such words.
Such a pity. Not even our words can reach you now. So be it. Stand by for now. Make no move until your doubts are cleared.
I didn't get Victor. After hearing Miss Maria, I locked up.
What did the Valkyria... What did Miss Maria say?
She told me not to falter.
Don't falter.
Was it truly Miss Maria, though? Are you sure the Valkyria didn't say that to deceive you?
I don't know. Maybe. Like I said, I just couldn't do it.
And as I said before, we have a responsibility as the ones who started this war.
Yeah.
Don't falter. I quite agree. We don't have the luxury to second-guess ourselves.
I'm with Saul on this one, Am. We gotta go all in here. So looking at Velgiev from this route...
I think we should wait.
Huh?
Care to elaborate?
I met with Hans's family earlier.
Who?
Vannergen's runner. He was... an exceptional Lindworm rider.
You said you met his family. Did he...
He died. At Velgiev.
Why was it necessary for you to meet them? I mean, you personally.
I felt obligated.
Whoa, hey, that's one hell of a grand gesture.
He died because I asked too much of him. He's dead because of me.
After all this time, you're having doubts now? You've seen similar things many times. We're in the middle of a war.
Yes. I've seen too much life thrown away for this war.
What are you getting at?
Can you say the same? The only people we're after are the Grand Generals and the Emperor himself. The ones responsible for the orphanage. And yet, to accomplish that, I've had to watch countless innocent people, on both sides of the war, die. Hans, and so many others like him, what did they die for?
So you want to find meaning in their deaths. What good will come of pondering that? You're not part of that runner's family. No one lives forever.
So you're saying there's no meaning behind Miss Maria's death? Or the other orphans?
That's
Stop it.
This is important, Vi. We have a responsibility to the lives lost to this war.
What do you propose we do then?
Hans made me realize the cost of our revenge. This war. Whenever Hans reported the casualties, it always disturbed me. I tried to put it out of my mind, thinking I was weak. I'd remind myself that this is for revenge. Force myself to remember Miss Maria's senseless death.
Damn straight it's for revenge. And don't you forget it.
Since when have you started thinking this way?
For a while now. I couldn't bring myself to tell anyone. I was ashamed.
Amlet, this degree of compassion is unacceptable.
Am has always been this way.
Violet.
If one friend got into an accident in the mountains and another at the river, Am would try to save both. The fact is, he's a kind person. To spare us, he took on the most difficult role in our vendetta. Sol, Baz, why don't you understand that?
You've been acting weird lately.
It's Miss Maria, after all. I can't tell you how much love and affection we received from her. She was like a sister, a mother. To all of us that were abandoned, she taught us, gave us the strength to live on. If it were me, I wouldn't be able to kill her. I understand what Am's going through.
Amlet, we started this war. We must settle it. We'll continue the war. Listen, you must defeat the Valkyria at any cost. We can't afford to wait. We have to settle this before winter comes.
And then what?
How do you mean?
After we have our revenge, what's left for us?
What's left for us doesn't matter. Amlet, don't falter. The next time you meet Victor, take revenge no matter what.
Yo, Freed.
Hmm?
You've been pretty quiet.
Just thinking how Jutland will change after the war.
Got an answer then?
I don't know. The people provide a convenient excuse for our goals. How they'll feel after the war ends, well, I'm a little concerned.
How optimistic.
What?
To rile morale within Jutland, which was teetering between liberation and invasion, Solomon made use of Hans's death. He focused on the Empire's heartlessness to shoot a boy who was a messenger, and they were to be reviled. However,
who could read this with pride? What happened to this boy is but one tragedy in a list of losses too numerous to count. Each and every soldier's death leaves heartache in its wake. The mother's pain in this article is one account of so many. I dare say Jutland brought these misfortunes upon itself the day it went to war. Thus, I once more call for a ceasefire.
Like you guessed, someone with a lot of reach wrote the article.
I knew it.
It reads like something meant to upset the public. Praises a mother who lost her son but still wants the war to go on. Goes on to say that a ceasefire is not an option, and that her son's death demands victory over Ruse.
Hopefully no one's buying into this.
Opinions pretty split. Some still think the war is good for Jutland, while others think there's no justifiable reason for more war. But no matter how much positive spin we sling for the military, word always gets out that we've lost.
Ruse's agents have been hard at work.
That's why everyone's skeptical about everything they read now. Suffice to say, things aren't going so well.
Back to the matter at hand. You said the article came from someone with a lot of influence. Do you know who exactly?
Why do you ask?
Just curious. I want to know why this particular boy became the focus of the article. Isn't this going too far?
I will make use of anything that helps us achieve our goal. That is all.
And what exactly does this accomplish?
Bolster the perspective that Ruse is evil. It's indispensable for continuing this war.
This isn't what Hans would want.
It doesn't matter what this boy would want. He's already dead. And I'm having him be of use to his country even after that fact. The same for his mother.
You can't be serious.
This is all for this country's victory and the completion of our revenge.
Parents who lost children, wives who lost husbands, all keep coming to the newspaper. All trying to believe there's honor in death. When in truth, they probably want to kick and scream and cry and curse what it cost them. They just put on a brave face. Don't excuse it away with words like war or revenge. We're murderers.
It's fine then, if you're aware of it. That is responsibility.
It just sounds like another excuse.
You're saying that I've been making excuses? Freet, we can't just stop here. You know that.
Oh, Fifi. Good day, Sarah. Is something the matter?
Well...
Princess.
It's an honor to meet you, Your Highness.
It's Hans's mommy and Gran-Gran.
The Nielsen's? Both of you, please. Raise your faces.
They came to see the captain.
Amlet?
We have something for the captain.
Where is he anyway?
I haven't seen him.
Let's come back another day. Don't want to get in the way of these brave soldiers.
Yes, of course.
Excuse me, Mrs. Nielsen. May I be entrusted with it?
We couldn't possibly ask that of you, Your Highness.
Only if you would allow it.
Oh, well, I suppose it would hardly be fitting to refuse the princess.
Thank you, Your Highness. Thank you so much.
Why did you decide to hold on to it? After seeing those two, I felt compelled to try and help. I had to do something for them. Anything.
Princess.
Let us go. You'll accompany me, won't you?
Huh? Aren't we going to wait for the captain?
I cannot merely sit around and wait. I will seek him out and hand this over at once.
The captain's right over there, milady.
Oh. Wait a moment. That gravestone is...
Hans Nielsen's.
Oh. Let us return, Miranda.
Aren't you going to hand that over?
Right now, I believe Amlet needs some time.
August 7th. The Ruse Imperial Army made its move. They attacked the Jutland outpost in Kovaltis and gained control.
Things must have been very tense in Jutland. But didn't this work in the traitors' favor? It happened when the country was wavering between liberator or invader.
Indeed it did. The traitors incited the people, stating they must stand up against Ruse, or else Jutland would be invaded.
I fully expected the attack on Kovaltis. The damage we sustained is at 15% as well. This figure's within acceptable limits.
Still talking about it that way, I see.
This is war, after all.
Thought it was revenge.
Cut it out, you two.
More importantly, Violet, what happened with your duties?
What's with the sudden accusation?
The enemy's commanding officer was Victor. How was this not caught in your information net?
It's been a while since your informant passed.
Are you saying I haven't been doing my job?
That's not what I asked.
I'm doing what needs to be done. So don't worry about it.
What's Jutland's next move?
We forget Kovaltis. Let's hit Velgiev hard and fast.
You want to cross through Velgiev's blind spot.
Wait, isn't this location a minefield? I've heard they made it difficult to approach since troops can't easily be stationed for defense.
This is way too dangerous.
The whole army can't get through. Am's crew might just stand a chance. I'll prep all the equipment you'll need.
You're putting the squad's lives in danger. I can't guarantee the princess's safety going through that.
Then don't bring her.
She'll come no matter what.
Then protect her. I know it's difficult, but we can't afford to lose the princess. I want to force Ruse to surrender before winter comes. If we're cut off by the snow, it'll spell the end of Jutland.
I know.
Then what are you hesitant about?
The Valkyria.
And Miss Maria told you through that same Valkyria to not falter.
Better prepare for the worst, Am.
Am, you don't have to force yourself.
Saul, you need to back down.
What was that?
First that article about the runner, and now all this aggression toward the Valkyria. You haven't been yourself. It's like you're possessed by this war.
Have you all forgotten what we're doing? We're fighting for revenge.
Wow, Saul's losing his patience. Don't see that every day.
What's the rush?
Huh?
Before winter comes, right?
We already took detours like Mugenruz. Ruzu winter comes fast. If we drag our asses, the snow's gonna beat us there. And then we gotta put the whole war on hold, after all our hard work, while the Rucks kick back and fortify till spring.
I understand how you feel, but if we're not careful, we'll undo everything we've worked toward. We've been planning this for 10 years, Saul. A part of us died that day, or so I've always thought. But we've felt more alive recently than we have in years. The reality of war has forced us to find new meaning. We started caring more about this country and what we could do for it. We've made a life of our own.
And this is why we shouldn't rush into things?
You're the one who chose the word liberation, Saul.
How about you, Vi? Looks like you want to say something.
I think that, at the time, the only choice we had was to take this path. But now, using war as our method...
You three regret this? This is ludicrous after everything we've done. All those soldiers will have died for nothing.
I won't let their deaths be in vain.
Don't make this needlessly complicated. You're the one who started talking about meaning and the like.
You're not gonna say you want to call it quits, are you? Pull out now, and we really did come all this way for zilch. Back when Saul suggested war, Freet and Vi were against it. While we agreed to it. But now, even I gotta wonder.
Amlet, I will propose this operation to the military.
It's too dangerous. It's my responsibility to keep the squad safe.
Your unit or your revenge? Which is more important to you?
They're both important.
Would have bet my balls you'd say that.
The squad's done excellent work because they care about this country and have their own reasons to fight. They're more than just pawns in our game of revenge.
To think I'd hear such a thing from you.
You've spoken to people from Ipsaria, from Avaloon. I'm sure some of them have thanked you for the liberation.
That is precisely why we can't stop what we started with Ipsaria. It's for those countries and others like them.
I don't want to kill Miss Maria. And I don't want to endanger the squad either.
That's not acceptable.
Let's ask Lady Luck how she feels, yeah? It all started with a flip of the coin. Got us this far. If it's heads, we keep going. Tails, we call it quits. Sound good?
Fine.
Here goes nothing. Hey!
We need to decide this ourselves, not with a coin. We made a mistake, dragging Jutland into our need for revenge.
You actually said it.
If the person who stands on the front line believes such, then we have no need to gather here anymore.
Saul!
I will do this by myself if need be.
You think you can kill Miss Maria?
I do.
The hell's gotten into you guys?
What we've been doing isn't right. We understand that now.
How about the crimes of the Emperor and his men? They get a free pass because you got cold feet?
I need a drink.
Then drink alone.
We're traitors to the country.
I myself am proud of that fact.
I envy your resolve, Saul. See you.
This war's forced you to witness far too many horrors. All while Saul and I just stood aside. I'm ashamed of myself. I can't blame anyone for questioning my resolve.
Find a way to save Miss Maria.
You ever predict this?
That things might turn out in this matter?
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
Wonder what'll happen to us once this is all over. At least you're getting hitched. A good wife with great looks and a personality to match? I'm kinda jealous.
My engagement with Sophia was necessary for this battle. I never thought I would actually get married.
Considering her old man is a minister, some extra influence in the political and economic circles is a pretty nice perk. Her own social status goes without saying. She'll bring you prestige and influence with the upper classes too, right? Poor girl doesn't know a damn thing, does she?
Can't be helped. How about you? Will you continue your business?
I've been thinking, for a while now, maybe I'll just disappear.
What?
Not like faking my death or nothing. I'll hand over the biz to someone else and just wander around traveling by myself.
What about Jutland?
It'll be just fine with you around. We're gonna see this through, right? Our revenge?
Of course. Even if we don't have Amlet, I still have ways.
Don't worry about funding or firepower. Got both in spades.
I'm counting on you.
You're not pushing yourself too hard, are you?
Do I look like I am?
Well, that stick up your ass was there from the get-go, but you weren't always so damn cutthroat.
Once you enter the world of politics, we all become like this.
What?
Is there something you need? Headquarters sent us a request. How dare you! How wonderful!
Op details are as follows. That's all. Banner Let's do this!
I found
Their
them!
numbers
Shooting
are
at us!
rising.
Get ready!
Off them.
Incoming! Watch it!
Do not give up hope. I am quickly We'll pull through somehow.
Keep the pressure on!
Push through!
Don't take your eyes off them.
Burn them all!
Keep the pressure on! Keep the pressure on! Enemy commander down! You alright?
You ready? What are you looking
Sorry.
Honest. Watch this! What are you looking at? Burn them all! Commander down!
I'm getting the hang of this. Let's go!
Who's next?
Incoming reinforcements!
Here we go!
Don't drop your guard.
Calm down.
My word.
Keep the pressure on!
Do this! You ready? Who's next? Get ready!
Day's ours.
Honest.
Royal
Let's
guard.
go! Take the offensive! Keep the pressure on!
Far so good.
Enemy commander down! Out of the way!
I can't do this!
We'll pull through somehow.
Keep the pressure on! I did it, Helena! Enemy commander down! Keep the pressure on! Let's do this together!
I
I did it, Helena! I'll end this! I'm getting the hang of this. I did it, Helena!
Reinforcements!
No match for us.
Their numbers are rising.
Keep the pressure on! You can do this!
Constant vigilance.
Oh, right! Roll! Keep the pressure on!
The tides are turning.
Keep the pressure on! Push through!
Coming in from Jutland.
I'll end this!
Push onward.
Sorry.
This is no good. Forward on blade.
I'll end this!
You ready?
Sorry.
Honest.
Let's do this together!
That all you got? Mission complete.
sword.